Welcome back to NYSE TV Live. Later this month, the Cannes Lion International Festival of Creativity will take place in France, bringing together some of the biggest names and firms across the advertising and communication spaces. That includes Dow Jones CEO and Wall Street Journal publisher Almar Latour, who joins me here at the desk. Almar, great to have you.
Thanks for having me, Caroline.
So good to have you here. So you'll be heading to Cannes in less than 2 weeks. Set the stage for us. What will you be doing there?
Well, it's a sort of a reunion. There's so many executives worldwide that get together there every year. It may sound like a beach vacation, but it's absolutely not that. It's a lot of business traffic. So looking forward to reconnecting, learning. There's going to be a lot of inspiration around innovation, new technology, and really it's a celebration of creativity. You know, how do things, new technologies and human creativity, how do those things come together? So really looking forward to it. We also have a special partnership with NYSE, so really excited about that as well.
Yeah, tell us about that partnership. What will you be doing together?
We will have a CMO speaker series at the Journal House. The Journal House is sort of a home away from home for many executives around the world. We have that at a bunch of different places and major global events. And NYSE and Dow Jones will be co-hosting a bespoke speaker series, and CMOs will come through, talk about, no doubt, AI and all the trends du jour.
You mentioned tech and innovation as key themes. What are some of the other themes that you think you'll hit on at Journal House?
Well, we will be looking at technology, very specifically, delving deeper into what AI may mean for ad tech, what it may mean for creativity, what it will mean for journalism, because that's also a big part, of course, our presence there. We will also be looking at forecasts for the market. There's been a lot of economic uncertainty. How will that play out? How are firms navigating that? And then there are a lot of rooms there just for deal making. So there's going to be a lot of deal making. Last year, I was there and really had even some unanticipated major business that got done there. So I'm very excited about that.
Let's break that down a little bit in terms of the AI impact on advertising, or just other key themes or trends that you're seeing in the advertising space, because I'm assuming a bunch of your advertisers will also be at the event.
Yeah, it's a great time to be there with clients and also get their perspective. So AI is present right now in every industry. And advertising is no exception, and media is no exception. One thing is what will happen to production time? Will that collapse? Can you speed up creativity? Can you speed up output? Can you speed up distribution? And that will be a shockwave that will move through that industry. So it will be really exciting to see how people are finding solutions for that and how people are applying that forward.
I'm assuming AI was a key hot topic last year as well. How do you think this year will be different, though? Because it is a different environment overall. Still a lot of optimism. Kristen Schillers at Money 2020 was saying that there's still this optimistic tone. We know the market is very close to the highs despite some of this uncertainty, but it is a different macro backdrop.
Yeah, well, for AI specifically, I think what has changed is that it's become so very real in our industry. So you can, whereas last year, perhaps we were just prognosticating about what might be happening. Right now, you have concrete evidence of how it's already impacting your business, and so it's easier to extrapolate from that. And then the overall atmosphere, yes, there's more uncertainty. I think that often leads to more creativity.
So in terms of the impact of AI on your business, I know Dow Jones is a multifaceted company, so you have Factiva, so essentially you are an AI business, but then on the journalism side as well for the Wall Street Journal, what sort of impact are you seeing?
Well, it will help reporters on the journalism side do research more deeply, more quickly. It will help us reach ultimately more audiences. It's helping us with translation. So imagine the Wall Street Journal going to many, many more languages than it does today, much faster than we can today. So those are big things. I think illustrations, think video, all of that is going to be impacted on the journalism side. And then for the rest of the business, we're effectively a data and information service business. And so there it will help with data analysis, coming up with better forecasts, doing better analytics, but also standing up new businesses. We're a business of verticals, that we have specialized information on energy, on risk, on different industries. And so you can actually enhance that information with AI, analyze larger data sets, create larger data sets. And so we're excited about that.
So you have a lot of evidence and proof points to really drive home at the event. What are you hoping to learn? What's your biggest goal of what to get out?
I really hope to be inspired. So just give me the idea that I was not expecting, and hopefully it will come from some company that I don't know that is operating out on the periphery somewhere. But I'm going to scout for that and have many unexpected, unscheduled conversations and see if I can be surprised.
And hopefully a little bit of fun too, a little bit of vacation maybe, not just work.
Work is fun for me, all right? And so it's all work, but that's fun.
Said like a true leader. It just, in terms of AI too, though, a lot of benefits, but also an added layer of complication. It's a headwind. There are challenges. What is the biggest risk, do you think, in terms of just how fast it's evolving?
Well, there are many different risks. If I look at it as a business leader, I got to keep in mind what new competition will evolve and how do we get ahead of that? How do we respond to that? What companies do we buy? What kind of technologies do we import? And so that's a strategic roadmap that you need to check in with constantly now with AI. Other risks are, I guess, how it will play out, who will govern it, how it will be governed properly. The biggest one for us right now, though, is to protect our intellectual property. As you know, we've been going after some companies that have not been respectful, in our view, of our intellectual property. It costs the Wall Street Journal and Dow Jones about $1.7 billion to create the little miracle that we create every day, news, but also our data and our analytics. And so we can't just give that away just because a machine is processing that and needs it to learn. We have to have commercial terms for that. And luckily, we've done some great partnerships already, and I look forward to doing more of those.
Almar, we have to leave it there. Always appreciate your insights. Thank you so much for joining me here.
Great to be here. Thank you, Caroline.
Great to have you. That's Almar Latour, CEO of Dow Jones and publisher of the Wall Street Journal.